Saksakallan gunarnavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Anasuya, the wife of Atri Muni, gave birth to three very famous sons, Soma, Dattatreya and Durvasa, who were partial representations of Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. Soma was a partial representation of Lord Brahma, Dattatreya was a partial representation of Lord Vishnu, and Durvasa was a partial representation of Lord Shiva. In this verse we find the words Atma Isha Brahma Sambhavan. Atma means the Supersoul, or Vishnu, Isha means Lord Shiva, and Brahma means the four-headed Lord Brahma. The three sons, born of Anasuya Dattatreya, Durvasa and Soma, were born as partial representations of these three demigods. Atma is not in the category of the demigods or living entities because he is Vishnu. Therefore he is described as Vipinamsha Bhutanam. The Supersoul, Vishnu, is the seed-giving father of all living entities, including Brahma and Lord Shiva. Another meaning of the word Atma may be accepted in this way. The principle who is the Supersoul in every Atma, or one may say the soul of everyone, became manifested as Dattatreya, because the word Amsha, part and parcel, is used here. In Bhagavad Gita, the individual souls are also described as parts of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or Supersoul, so why not accept that Dattatreya was one of those parts? Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma are also described here as parts, so why not accept all of them as ordinary individual souls? The answer is that the manifestations of Vishnu and those of the ordinary living entities are certainly all parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord, and no one is equal to him, but among the parts and parcels there are different categories. In the Vaha Puran it is nicely explained that some of the parts are Svamshan and some are Vibhinsha. Vibhinamsha parts are called Jivas, and Svamsha parts are in the Vishnu category. In the Jiv category, the Vibhinamsha parts and parcels, there are also gradations. That is explained in the Vishnu Puran, where it is clearly stated that the individual parts and parcels of the Supreme Lord are subject to being covered by the external energy, called illusion or Maya. Such individual parts and parcels, who can travel to any part of the Lord's creation, are called Sarvagata and are suffering the pangs of material existence. They are proportionately freed from the coverings of ignorance under material existence according to different levels of work and under different influences of the modes of material nature. For example, the sufferings of jivas situated in the mode of goodness are less than those of jivas situated in the mode of ignorance. Pure Krishna consciousness, however, is the birthright of all living entities, because every living entity is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. The consciousness of the Lord is also in the part and parcel, and according to the proportion to which that consciousness is cleared of material dirt, the living entities are differently situated. In the Vedanta Sutra, the living entities of different gradations are compared to candles or lamps with different candle power. For example, some electric bulbs have the power of 1,000 candles, some have the power of 500 candles, some the power of 100 candles, some 50 candles, etc., but all electric bulbs have light. Light is present in every bulb, but the gradations of light are different. Similarly, there are gradations of Brahm. The Vishnu Svamsha expansions of the Supreme Lord in different Vishnu forms are like lamps. Lord Shiva is also like a lamp, and the supreme candle power, or the 100% light, is Krishna. The Vishnu Tattva has 94%, the Shiva Tattva has 84%, Lord Brahma has 78%, and the living entities are also like Brahma, but in the conditioned state their power is still more dim. There are gradations of Brahman, and no one can deny this fact. Therefore the words Atmesha Brahma Sambhavan indicate that Dattatreya was directly part and parcel of Vishnu, whereas Durvasa and Soma were parts and parcels of Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma.